Hi, I'm Satesh Morimi and welcome to the beginner's course for 3Dsmax. This is an intensive course designed for those who have no experience with the software and want to learn it from scratch in a short amount of time. Our goal is to first get familiar with the general interface of the software and then move on to learning modeling and rendering. Let's start. When we open the software, at the top, first bar shows the information about the project, like the name of the project and the version of your 3Dsmax. And second bar is a menu bar, and we have file, edit, tools, group, and etc. And here we have a workspace that you can see. Now I have one workspace for myself, and also we can manage workspace and create new workspace for ourselves that I will explain. Here we have a toolbar that we have some tools in during the modeling we will use, and after that we have a ribbon bar which is mainly used for more advanced modeling topics. On the left side there is a panel related to the V-Ray rendering engine, and here there is a section used for creating animation and controlling keyframe, like a play and next and go to end and go to start and a set key, auto key and something like that. But we won't be using this section during this course. And after that, here this section is used to control the viewport, such as zooming, panning, and changing perspective. For example, if I want zooming and zoom out in one viewport that I already selected, how can I understand now which view I select? This yellow frame. It means now I select this viewport, and if I come here and select here, it means now I select this viewport or this window. Now, if I hold left click and drag, I can zoom and zoom out, and also with a scroll I can do that, and also with Alt and Z I can do. And if I want zoom all in all viewport or all window, I have to select this command and this one. Sometimes I create some objects. I have a lot of objects, and I cannot, for example, find this teapot in this view that I select this, and it's provided that the object is selected. But I cannot find this here. I have to come and choose this, and now I can find or use Z. But if I cannot find in all viewport, I have to come and select this. And also for your view, and also this one, it's pan, and this one for orbit subject, and this one for maximize viewport. For example, sometimes you want focus in one viewport and making change in your model, you come and select this, and also you can use Alt and W in each viewport that you select, not different. And now let's move right side here. Right side, which is the main area we use for modeling and making change to our model, and each part of this section has subsection. For example, here we have a create. It means when we want to create something like 3D shapes, 2D shapes, light, camera, and blah blah, we have to come here and select create, and after that I can see that I have some object here. For example, geometry for 3D shapes, shapes for 2D shapes, light for light, camera, and helpers, and space warps and system. And we won't be use these three sections during this course. So we're back to create. In create, I'll talk about here, and after that I have this a standard primitive. When I click here and choose a standard primitive, I have some basic 3D shapes here, like a box, like plane, and something like this. And if I come and select extended primitive, I have other shapes here, and also I have some options like window, doors, and etc. And here it's 2D shapes, and I have some 2D shapes here, like a circle, like a star, also text and something like that. And this is a light and camera that I will explain. And this one, this is a pivot. In the section is used to adjust the pivot point or gizmo, which helps with positioning, rotation, and scaling of objects. And I can change the location of these from here, like this. This is a gizmo or pivot point. So back here, when I want create some 3D shapes, for example, from standard primitives, I come here and select box, and in one viewport, not different, hold left click and drag, and after that I can create. When I create the object and I selected already, I can see some formats here, and I can change them from here, or also I can use keyboard like this, for example. But if I click here or tab escape, now in create I cannot find any parameters, and if I want to make change, I have to come to modifier list. In modify, I can see for first the name of this box, and I can change this, and also here I can change the color of this. But don't forget, this is not material, and this is just a color that I can see my object in my viewports. And here I have a modifier list that I have a lot of comments that during the modeling we will use. And here show this is a box and not a editable poly or something like that. And here you can see now I have my parameters, so I have some segment. So if you want to make change in your object, you have to come to modify. Back to create. We talk about 3D shapes, and also now let me explain some 2D shapes, like circle. I can create in any view, not different, and also create one. Three shapes, and now see, just for rotation I use Alt and scroll, and I don't like use from here. Now back to toolbar. This is undo, and this is redo. I want to talk about some of these, and this is select and link. What is it? If I select this command and come and select this box, left click here, and then hold left click and drag to this teapot, for example, now what happened? When I want to move this box, this moving alone, but what about this? This moving with the box. But if I want unlink, I have to select this and also tap Control and select this and use this command, and now also teapot moving alone, same before. And what about this? Select filter. For example, I have a lot of objects in my model, and now just I want select geometry or 3D shapes. What should I do? I have to come and select geometry, and now you can see when I drag here, just 3Dsmax just select the geometry shapes, not 2D shapes. And if I come here and select shapes, and I come and drag here 3Dsmax, just select 2D shapes. Okay, I put in all. And what about this? This is select object. It means I just can select, not move, not rotate, nothing, just select. What about this? Select by name. For example, I want to find one object in my project and I cannot find because it's so big, but I know, for example, the name of this box is 001. I click here and then click OK, and you can see now I can select this. And this one, this is a rectangular selection, and if I hold left click, I can change this to circle, for example, or hold left click and change to this, or this one, like this. I use rectangle always. And what about this window? What is this? I can see one dotted box, that one rectangle tangent to this. It means if I want to select this box and I drag here and I just select a corner of this object, I can select this object. But if I left click here and change it to this, and now I want to select this object, if I drag here and select the corner of this, I cannot select this object, and I have to drag like this. Now I can select. And what about this one? This is for moving. You can see in all viewports, not different. This is for rotate, but you can see it's not regular. If I want rotate in regular, I have to come and select this one, and now you can see it's regular, 30, 20, 10, and like this. This is for a scale. I hold left click and change this, and again hold left click and drag. I can scale it. We want now talk about a viewport that cover most of the screen. We have several sections like display setting. See, so I can change this to default shading, to, for example, bounding, or clay. Try all of this. And we have some style here like graphics or pastel, for example, like this. I put in default shading, and no need to use from here, or you can use F3 and F4. It's enough for you. And this one is quality about your viewport. It's a high quality, standard, or performance. Always put in a standard. And this one for your views. You can see here, it means this viewport is perspective, and this is a front. You can see from here and also from here. This is a top. Look at here also, this is left, and you can change all viewports, same, not different. And look at here, some of these have a shortcut. For example, P for perspective, L for left, and T for top, and you can change all of this like that, not different. Okay, and look here, now I have a 4 quad with the same size, and maybe you ask me, can we change this? Maybe you don't like 4 quad, you don't like this viewport. Okay, you can do like this, and also you can come here, click here, and choose your favorite viewport. And for example, if you like this viewport, you can come here and right click and save this for yourself or delete tab. Okay, so I talk about something in this season, and don't forget, for move and rotate and escape, you have a shortcut, W for moving, E for rotate, and R for escape. So alright, now we're familiar with the general interface of the software. In the next season, we'll talk about a spline, and your 3D journey starts here, so subscribe and let's grow together.